Shoot the pickle.
Shoot the pickle.
Shoot the pickle.
Shoot the pickle.
Shoot the pickle. You can't run. You can't hide. You can only become one of them. This week on King Me, the TOMMYKNOCKERS.
Under the October with the steamboats, ancient goblins, and wallows.
King Me.
King Me. Welcome to King Me, the Stephen King movie podcast. Also, the official podcast of knocking your Tommies around.
Just batting those Tommies around.
Just gotta get your Tommies knocked from time to time. You go to the bathhouse, go to the co-ed spa.
Sure.
Welcome to King Me. I'm Dan Gagliardi.
I'm Rob Avon.
And as I said, we are talking about the two-part miniseries from 1993 of the TOMMYKNOCKERS. Longer than it needs to be. Once again.
Well, it's a mini series.
That's right. Yeah, 3 hours of
Some bullshit.
Yeah. Oh boy. I believe written by Stephen King.
Is it really?
I think so.
Oh God.
Yeah. I mean, to have someone die by soda.
I mean, that's
a
telling.
That's a trope.
Yeah.
At this point.
Directed by John Power. Written novel by Stephen King. Written teleplay by Lawrence Cohen. I don't know who this Joker is.
Different, not Larry Cohen, who wrote Return to Salem's Lot. I had to check.
Oh, okay.
Different guy. He wrote it.
Yeah, he did.
He wrote Carrie,
The
screenplay.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay. Yeah.
He's got like a lot of Stephen King credits to his name.
He only has 8 credits, but most of them are King related.
It's a weird little niche that he's filled.
Yeah.
And not particularly well. I don't know if he sustained his career off of 8 things. Anyway, this stars
Smits.
Jimmy. I honestly, like, when the credits started rolling, the first 2 names you see are Jimmy Smits and Marg Helgenberger.
I was calling her Marge.
Oh, it's probably Marge.
Marge. Yeah. Helgen. They got Helgenberg.
They got Helgenberger. I was just like, this isn't a real movie.
It's
Jimmy
not.
Smits sounds made up enough.
Yeah.
And then you run out of realish names and you go straight to Marg.
Marg Helgenberger from CSI. She's in the original CSI series.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Getting typecast?
Yeah.
No. As someone who digs stuff up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Also, John Ashton from Beverly Hills Cop. He's one of.
Can I tell you I've never seen it?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's classic Murphy. He was only like 22 in that movie too. It's like ridiculous.
So that was like 9 years into his comedy career.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So messed up.
Alice Beasley.
The Bees.
Bees.
Yo, Alice Beasley.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Her character, I can't believe that flew in even 1993. I feel like we should have come farther.
No, we weren't there yet.
There's a lot of like cheating spouses stuff in this movie.
There
and
is.
Just, no. This is real bad news.
Also, Robert Carradine.
Of David Carradine's loins? Or
Of
something?
David Carradine's brother.
Oh.
And
You never gave birth to your own brother? Just me?
he was also the main nerd, one of your main nerds in Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh,
this is our second nerd alumni too. We had what's his face from Pet Sematary 2.
This is our new segment, Nerd Alert. Rob, how are you? I'm trying to get a read on you. We didn't really. Usually, we like take a second to settle it before we start.
I know we jumped in.
I was like,
Just right in this time.
yeah. I was like, let's do pickles, and then we're gonna roll.
That was the first time I was on the intro. I
Yeah,
think.
that-
But not like maybe not. I've giggled before, maybe in the background, but
A lot of giggling.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the Wikipedia, yeah. Which I did make. I registered a wiki for us.
I saw that.
And I immediately ran out of steam. So if anyone's willing to help put that together,
Yeah, we'll post the link.
yeah, it's a shit show right now.
Yeah, it's like nothing, right?
Yeah, no, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Yeah. Also, wait, this is weird. Also starring Traci Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And like, hard. She's doing work in this.
Yeah, she's carrying a lot of the movie. They put a lot in her hands.
Including a lipstick gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
That also starring Cliff DeYoung, that guy, and Annie Corley, and
Just read through it. And E.G. Marshall.
Joanna Cassidy,
And Chuck Henry.
and
Leon Woods.
yes.
Dare
But
me to
those
keep
are
going.
those are our main players. What is that, like 10 people or so?
It's
our main characters.
It's an ensemble.
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
I mean, in the sense that everyone is playing, like, by the end of the movie, the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It is an ensemble.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Tommyknockers.
Let's.
What do you know about the Tommyknockers before going into this?
Well,
Dan?
of course, I knew the nursery rhyme from my childhood.
Yeah.
I think we're all familiar
Right.
with the Tommyknockers nursery rhyme.
Yep, it seeped into the
Cultural
the culture.
consciousness.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about this going in other than that the name is, I think, the second funniest name.
What's the first?
What's it called? Like Dolores Moonlight or something?
Oh no, Dolores Claiborne.
Yeah,
or
there's
something?
there's a Stephen King movie called Dolores Claiborne.
That's gonna be an interesting one.
What is it? Just like a drama? I feel like
it has
just
to
like
be, right?
Judy Dench. That's in my head.
It's
the third best.
It's got that
exotic
good
marigold
Bates.
filter. Oh, good Bates.
Yeah.
Bring back Bates.
And what's her name from Jennifer Jason Leigh? She's in it too. I know nothing about that movie, so I can't talk about it right now.
I feel like it's just gonna be like a mother and daughter, and one of them has cancer, and how they like heal their damaged relationship.
Yeah, it's terms of endearment.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
I would welcome that. That would be such a breath of fresh air. Except the tumor's alive.
it like opens its eye and winks.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So Tommyknockers, Smits. I don't know I didn't know anything about this. When I was a kid, I had a book it just talked about Stephen King movies. It was like, but it was from, I think it was published in like 91 or 92. So it only went up to that point, right? So it was all like, I'm going to say when I was a kid, the good Stephen King 80s movies, you know? Yeah. And then like in the back, it was like some previews of like some movies to come. And like the Tommyknockers was one of them.
Caves.
It showed like one little still image of like Jimmy Smits and like the townspeople, and they're all kind of like green.
Yeah,
And I was like, what is this?
let's
And I won't know for 25 years.
the Tommyknockers end up being some rubber aliens.
The rubber alien. But we don't find that out until literally the last 15 minutes of this movie.
It's a real Prometheus.
Fuck.
Where you get nothing the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah. Okay, so the premise of this movie, let's get into it. Jimmy Smits plays Jim Gardner, a nickname that I
Jim
could
Gardner.
not latch onto. Yeah, that's someone, isn't it?
It is, right?
That's definitely a person already.
Yeah.
A person of note.
I feel like we've talked about Jim Gardner before. I feel like it's been in King movies. Well, let's keep going.
Sure,
but-
yeah. Jimmy Smits plays Jim Gardner. He is a poet. He is a
Poet laureate.
Yeah, he's a writer and an alcoholic.
Hey.
Wow, novel, very novel for a Stephen King story. He is married to Marg Helgen Berger.
Yep.
Plays Bobby Anderson.
From here on out, just known as Bobby.
Yeah,
We're not
just-
going to call her Mark Hellenberg.
I'm gonna call her Marg Helgen Berger. George Jefferson.
Yeah.
So she plays a novelist.
Right. Who's not an alcoholic.
No, but is very impatient with
With
her
alcoholism?
husband.
Yeah.
There is a scene about, I don't know, less than halfway through the movie where Guard relapses.
Yeah.
And Bobby is just like, I believe she says, go to hell.
She does.
He's like, I am so sorry.
And
I
she's like,
slipped. I fell off
"Fuck
the
you."
wagon. I love you so much. And she's like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Hey, go fuck yourself. Yeah. So The synopsis on IMDb just says a buried UFO slowly turns local inhabitants into gizmo building alien mutates.
Now, say that sentence over the course of 3 hours. And you got this piece.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yes. So, Jim and Bobby, they live on like
It's like a farm?
farmy, ranchy kind of big sprawling property.
Yeah.
Presumably in Maine. Do they say where it is?
It is in Maine.
It is
Yeah.
in Maine. How does he end up? Oh, I guess he like went to the city to do that reading, right?
Yeah.
You remember
on the
when he
beach?
gets drunk and he's on the beach by like the New York skyline? Although it's probably really like the Toronto skyline.
Yeah.
What did I do this time?
Wait.
Bobby.
Yeah. So as that's happening, the camera's like on a crane above him and
Yeah.
slowly lifting and zooming out. Oh, it's delightful. So they live on this big sprawling property, and one day Bobby is in the woods.
Yeah, she's walking with the dog.
That's
through the
right.
woods.
That's right. And the dog finds a thing in the ground.
It looks like PVC pipe.
Yeah,
right?
it does. It looks like a little PVC periscope.
Yeah.
And the dog goes near it. It
And
like touches him.
Gets
and
a little zapped.
gets a little a little bit of zappies, and it heals his eye ultimately.
His
is what-
cataract
yeah,
ridden eye.
more like a doggeract, in my opinion. If you were to ask me, that is what I would say. Please don't ask me. I hate repeating myself.
This is a lesson. Don't ask me.
This has been don't ask me.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the dog gets zapped, and she's like, she literally trips over the fucking thing,
That's right. Yeah.
and she's like, "What is this? Ooh, something interesting."
Looks like PVC pipe. I'm gonna touch it with my hand.
Yeah.
Like, too much interest, but I guess it has like this magnetism, right? That is what we are to understand.
I suppose.
I mean, you knock a woman's tummy, she'll do anything you ask her to.
Yo, you get all up in them Tommy knocker.
Ooh.
Yo. Did you Tommy knocker fucker? That's awful.
Yeah,
It's not that kind of
I
show.
don't know. It's not. I don't think it's a lead we have to follow.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, she touches this thing. The dog touches this thing. Dog's eye gets healed. She is flooded with ideas and inspiration and energy.
Yeah.
And
there's a scene. This is when Jimmy Smits is in rehab, or not. I'm sorry, he's at an AA meeting, right? And then he's off to the poetry reading. So she does get a flood of inspiration, but he's away for this. So
Yeah.
when he comes back,
oh man, did you happen to pull the audio of him doing his poetry reading?
I
That's-
almost did, but
It's so funny. I don't think it would translate to
Yeah.
just audio. It's like that thing, like it happens in Mr. Holland's Opus where they play like music
Yeah.
and they show the audience reacting as if it's the most incredible thing they've ever heard.
yes,
Even though it's not good.
right.
I'm on like a huge Mr. Holland's Opus kick right now.
Are
I think
you?
it's the funniest thing in the world. When he is signing that John Lennon song to his son.
I don't think I've ever seen Holland's Opus.
Oh, are you that familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Hol-
tight.
I call him Holly.
Oh, was he your mentor too?
Yeah.
Were you a wayward youth? There's a thing where, you know that song Beautiful Boy? Is that what
Yeah.
it's called?
Yeah.
He's singing that to his deaf son and like signing it. And the sign for beautiful is to do like a face waterfall. and Richard Dreyfuss cannot sing.
Yeah.
And he's beautiful, beautiful. And they keep cutting to the son who's not acting at all.
well,
He's
he's
just like staring.
deaf.
Yeah. I know, but like he's face waterfall for him. Those are his face waterfalls. They're for none other.
Yeah.
And he's just blank face, just like, Dad, this is so embarrassing. The kid's supposed to be in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, and at the end he changes it to say his son's name. He goes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful Roy? Is the boy's name Roy?
Beautiful Cole.
Oh. Jesus.
Oh, I love it. So point being, he's doing a poetry reading, and like, even though it's a shitty written for a movie poem,
Right.
Sorry, Stephen King. It's not a good poem. they keep cutting to people in the audience like crying, and
Yeah.
like a couple falls in love while they're listening to him speak. They like hold hands. And then at the end, this guy who would never enjoy a poem in his life, like
That's
this sort of like jockey looking guy in a gray shirt and a gray blazer,
Yep.
just stands up and starts Citizen Kane clapping.
Yeah.
Oh, loved it.
Ridiculous.
Loved it. So then he starts drinking, fights someone with an umbrella. Don't ask.
But he does start drinking because they break his balls because he read like an old poem.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, why didn't you read anything new, you fucking lousy alcoholic piece of shit?
No one has any.
Yeah, no one has any compassion in this universe. But he gets drunk, and there's this little bit that I loved.
What's his name again? No, don't tell me, don't tell me. It's that sound you make when you gargle. It's... That's it, isn't it? Argle bargle?
Well, Arberg, actually.
No, argle bargle. Argle bargle sounds so much better, don't you think? Mr. Argle bargle!
Yes.
He's drunk. And he fights, like you said, he fights a man with an umbrella, and then he
Walks out of a window. Yeah, there's like, there's a door to nowhere.
It's so funny because he walks over to the windows and the window like swings open,
Yeah.
like a door or something. So
No, it's a door. It's a full-on door frame.
well, yeah, but it's like it does look like a door frame. It looks like it's gonna like lead out to a patio or
Yeah,
something.
and it simply doesn't.
And it's so funny because he makes this like. Obviously, he makes this huge alcoholic scene, and then he makes this grand exit where he's like, "Oh, God hates a coward," and then he like walks out the window and falls 2 stories.
That is genuinely so funny.
It was
it's
great.
really, really. It's like a cartoon moment.
Yeah,
He all but held up a sign that said "Yikes."
I did. I really like that part.
That was really funny. Also, the shot of him landing.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh God, his nose is broken off of his face." He lands on the side of his face.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. But luckily, he's fine. He gets a ride home with that vacuum cleaner parts salesman who claims to be selling the American dream. Haven't we all dreamed?
This is some more fucking miniseries bullshit. Why did we need that scene at all?
That guy doesn't come back ever.
Ever.
He provides him with a bag of donuts. He's Joey Bag of Donuts. And
He gives him a ride, but he doesn't even give him the full ride to Jimmy Smith's house. There's no like we see them driving for a bit, and then Smith gets dropped off by like a truck driver or something.
Yeah.
So he must have got like another ride.
even to just have that guy like get his Tommies knocked,
Sure.
and be like the first one, and then they're like, "Oh, you, what are you still doing in town?"
Yeah.
It's like I had a lead I had to follow, or something.
Yeah. Like well
You
maybe
looked
this
at
guy.
me like,
No.
"What are you doing?
no.
Stop pitching." I was simply providing an off-the-cuff example of how it could have been tighter.
It could have been tighter.
Yeah, so that all goes down. Meanwhile, we're learning about what's the older boy's name? Is he Joey? Probably
Joey Beck.
Joey.
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 I don't know.
Right, Joey. He's a little
Oh,
prestidigitator.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Yes.
Hilly?
Hilly? Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, one of the boys is named Hilly and one of them's named Davy.
Davy's the little one.
Then it's Hilly.
His name is Hilly
That's right.
because of his big tits.
Because of his grandfather named Ev Hillman, who is the mom's father. So they're like, we want to name the kid after
My grandpa's last name.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a family name. Hilly.
Yeah, it's a last name.
Yeah, Hilly.
It's a surname.
It
All right.
sounds like a 1920s name.
Yeah.
Like a guy named Chick. You
Yeah.
know?
I guess I'll call him Hilly. I don't know for the rest of the episode. I'll just call that human Hilly.
Yeah.
So Hilly
Yep.
has been given a magic set by his grampy,
Yeah.
whose name is
Ev.
Ev. He's not much better off, is
Yeah.
he? And Grandpa's like, He says some bullshit about how little kids and old people are the only ones who believe in magic. He also goes on to lament the fact that the woods where the Tommyknockers thing is no longer called Injun Woods. Did you get that? He's
I missed that part.
He's like, I forget what it's called. It's like fire something woods.
When I was a kid,
yeah, he goes, used to be called Injun Woods.
Injun Woods.
Doesn't matter what it's called. It's fine. Whatever.
It was a better time.
World's changing and not for the better. Anyway, here's your magic set.
Yeah.
So kid's been doing magic a lot.
Make America Great Again.
Oh, by the way, nice red hat.
Oh, thank you.
I really like your new red hat. Don't have my glasses on, so I can't see what it says. So yeah, he's doing like little magic tricks and just becoming increasingly uncool as time goes on.
Yeah.
He starts off, he's just doing tricks in class.
That was
What the fuck?
Why was that happening at all? Like, all right, and it's Friday, so we're gonna have our weekly magic show.
Right? And then like, okay, so I don't know why the second trick shot a puff of black smoke into the teacher's face. Another cartoon beat. And then he takes his glasses off and there's like perfect clean rings around his eyes.
It's great.
I love it.
Was that so they had a live rabbit though, right?
No, it was a wooden rabbit.
Oh, okay.
So is it going to paint it?
That's what was gonna happen.
That's so
But for
stupid.
whatever reason, it was loaded.
Yeah.
With explosives that went off. It's crazy.
I don't know. So after that, I did like right after that when Hilly, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry, Mr. What's
I'm
it?
sorry, Mr. Ellison. Just give me another chance. I can do the multiplying coin trick.
What?
No. No, why would you be given that?
It was such like a moment of like it explodes in the teacher's face and it's like wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm sorry.
But it's also like presumably show and tell.
Yeah.
So like were
Why-
you being graded
Yeah.
on the quality of your show and
Right.
tell?
Why are you going for more tricks here?
Like, sorry, Hilly, you and that kid who just brought in some gravel are both getting Fs. Wasn't up to snuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that inspires Hilly to start making his own magic tricks. Is that what we're supposed to get out of that?
Well, yes, eventually. So that's one story that's going on is like, so it's Hilly. Hilly has a little brother, and they seem to be very close.
They're the ones who start with all the Tommyknockers talk.
Right, because of creepy grandpa loading their brains with it.
That's true. And then Grandpa, I love later on going around being like, "Have you ever heard of the Tommyknockers?" No, you made
Shut
that
up.
You made that up.
Have you ever heard of the Tommyknockers?
The Tommy what's
Injun
it?
Woods.
Buddy, I don't know who
the
you're.
fuck
I don't
away
know.
from me.
I don't like you saying Injun Woods. I don't know who you're disparaging with quote Tommyknockers.
Yeah.
That could be anyone.
Right. The Chinese.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the Bolivians.
So that's one story. We got that. And Robert
David Duke.
Yep. Robert Carradine is the dad there, and they have the mom too. Annie Corley, doesn't matter. But that's one story going on. Okay. Then the other story is with Cliff DeYoung, Traci Lords, and Alice Beasley. Which Cliff DeYoung's. If you look him up, you would recognize him. He's like a character actor from the 80s, 70s, 80s, and shit. He's married to Deputy Becca, who and Cliff is a mailman.
That's
Cliff Clavin, mailman. So he's the mailman in town, and he's married to one of the deputies, and he's stuffing his employee or his I guess it's an employee, right? Like he's running the show. He seems in charge.
She's his boss.
Really?
Yeah, they say that she's
I missed
the
that. Okay.
postmistress. Can't just say postmaster.
Okay.
That would give people the wrong idea
Sure.
about what she's capable of.
Right.
Only about 70%.
Well, yeah, they do have that one scene where she builds something, and he's like,
It's not bad. Not for a woman. It's not bad at all.
Wow. Can we just say that he deserves to get roasted
yeah.
by the knockers?
So he and so he's fucking Traci Lords, and this guy
On the mail, all of the mail.
on the mail.
Every piece of mail you've ever received is soaked through with fluids.
yeah, that's
True.
a felony.
Yeah.
That's tampering with the mail, baby.
I can't see how much I owe on my medical bills.
Yeah, it's smudged with cum. Ugh. Gotta earn that explicit rating.
bills, bills, bills. They're all stuck together.
So yeah, so he's putting into Traci Lords, and like she's like 23 at this point.
Yeah, and he's like beginning to sag around the neck.
Yeah, he's bald or balding at
Yeah.
least. He's got like he looks like a middle-aged man. He's 45.
And every time they like, or when when Bobby goes to the
Yeah.
post office, the first time we see her like reading people's minds,
Yeah.
you hear Traci Lords being like,
Oh, God, he's so hot I can't stand it.
That's in her thoughts.
yeah, like,
Like this guy, he's not a Van Damme of his day.
certainly not. He delivers mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a postman. Any postman that you've ever seen, that's what he looks like.
He's also like, again, like a misogynist, so he feels no need to impress anyone. He's
Right.
like, well, I'm already better than anyone's
Right.
ever been. So
And
that's the care he's taking of his body.
I cannot stress this enough. She looks exactly like Traci Lords. Like,
She's like the most like quintessentially like 80s hot.
well, she was in porn.
Yeah.
For so long.
Yeah.
For most of the 80s. And
This is her big break, her transition.
yeah, well, she's
the femme fatale.
Yeah, but like, she looks like a porn star, and she's a male. Was it headmaster? What'd you call it?
That's
Male-
right. She's the Dumbledore of the post office.
A postmaster,
Postmistress.
postmistress. I'm sorry, I'm too 2016. I'm see gender in that way, the way that you do, Dan.
Oh, you mean concrete set in stone?
That's right.
That's right. Two of them. There's two.
Only
Two genders.
anyway. So he's put into her, and his wife, the deputy, is sort of like she loves him so much, and she's like packing his lunches and like
I did like the way she was eating the donut off her finger. That was fun.
yeah, that was fun.
That's cool.
She like he says he's going on a fishing trip, and she's like, "Where are you going, Joe? I can't believe you left without taking your lunch that I packed you."
Yeah, it's
And he's
it's
like-
supposed to be this head fake of like, I know you're cheating on me.
Yeah.
But it's so
She's played up as like super super sweet. He's a piece of shit, and Traci Lords is all about that fuck, getting that fuck on.
yeah.
But so
Did you see the car she's driving on a postal worker salary?
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like like a hot rod.
yeah, it is like a hot
Yeah,
rod.
it's like it's what Guy Fieri takes from diner to drive-in to dive. It's a real number.
There was this one scene where they meet up in the woods, Postman Joe and Traci Lords, and they have this little exchange.
She bought the fishing story?
Oh boy.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Good. Then hop on in and let's see what we can catch.
STDs, right?
That's right.
That's what they're talking about?
Yep. Hey guys, next time you're doing witty banter, I would say stop one sooner. Feel like you had a good thing.
Yeah. It was going fine until the end there.
It's a hat on a hat. That's what we call that.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we got those. I think that's.
Oh,
and then
there's also Sheriff Merrill.
yes. Okay.
And what's his name?
And Trooper Butch.
That's right. A big lug like me.
Yeah. So
Did you pull that line or no?
no, I didn't.
Oh, that's a great line.
Yeah,
I'm
he-
looking forward to saying it again.
So Trooper Butch used to have a partner who I guess died in the line of duty.
In that town? In the little
Well,
town?
he's a trooper. He's
Oh,
a state-
okay,
he's-
okay.
He's a
That's
state
right.
trooper.
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, maybe.
And so his partner dies, and Sheriff Merrill is his wife, the dead trooper's wife. So they, I guess, have become close over the years, friendly wise, but it's turning into something more. And
It's just something about her doll collection that really revs my penis.
all right, so that doll collection, right?
You want
That's
it?
in the police station. Yes. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, they're giving a tour to a bunch of kids.
Right. And also she knows all their names, so you get the feeling that they give that tour a lot.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck, she's going to take us to the doll room again. God, look at those fucking dolls.
So they're in like, it's a police station, and then they go into like a back room, which looks like the back room of like a general store or
It
something.
looks, yeah, it looks
Like-
like
like a
like it
Cracker
should be-
Barrel.
it looks like it's in like like an old mansion
Yeah.
that they've turned into a museum.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
Right, like there should be
Like
like
a
velvet
red
rope.
velvet rope, yeah.
Like
Cordoned off.
you can't touch any of this stuff over here.
Yeah, even though you
It's
could,
too old.
and it would be fine.
Right.
Right, and it's hundreds of dolls.
Hundreds of dolls. And one of the kids like strays off the path, and she's like looking at the dolls, and one of them like moves.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, one of them starts growling at him.
Yeah.
which
So-
no one else notices.
Right. Well, the kid freaks out and runs off, and the sheriff like looks at the dolls directly and is like, "Which one of you scared that kid?"
Yes,
And says that.
which like I'm like, oh, is this lady a conjurer?
Yeah. Is she a Tommy knocker?
Is she Tommy?
Yeah.
But also I did love.
Who's Tommy?
I loved the part where she's explaining her dolls to these kids
Right.
who even as kids seem disinterested.
Sure.
And one of them goes, "Is this like your hobby or something?" I forget the exact line, but it's nothing a little kid would ever say.
Right. Yes.
The hobby? She's like, "Well, that's right. It is my hobby. My friends know I like them, so anytime they're somewhere, they
Yeah.
get me another doll."
It's crazy.
And meanwhile, Butch is like,
I want to fuck that.
"I want to fuck the doll lady."
Yeah, that doll master over there. I want to fuck your local doll master.
I believe it's doll mistress.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. So that's the introduction and sort of where these storylines like
Seems like
start.
a lot, doesn't it, listener?
This is like the first hour of the movie, and while all this is going on, Bobby has started digging up this PVC pipe that she tripped over earlier,
And it turns into a bunch of like metal hood venting.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's boxes on boxes kind of a thing.
Yeah, it looks
it looks like a bigger structure, but
It looks like art you'd see in front of a corporate building.
yeah, cubes, a lot of cubes,
Yeah,
a lot of right
a
angles,
lot of geometry.
Yeah, and she's slowly becoming obsessed with this.
Has she started building gadgets yet? Because there's one in particular I'd like to talk about.
I think I know which one it is.
Yeah, it's the one they call by name.
Yep.
We should talk about the gadgets more broadly though, and say like they're being motivated by and like fed information by an advanced alien species.
Right. So
But all the stuff they make is like little mechanical knickknacks that
Yeah.
like make Pee Wee Herman's breakfast.
that yeah,
They're all
they
like,
are like
they're
Rube Goldberg machine. Yeah.
It's like boots kicking balls and balls knocking over fish tanks.
Yeah. So I mean, the first fucking 2 hours of this movie is like it's Bobby digging this thing up, and everybody's like, getting like possessed slowly, like or like obsessed with like building their own like gizmos and gadgets. So first it's Bobby. She starts making like. She fixes like the water heater.
That's right. Too well. She turns
Yeah.
it into
It's too hot.
It's really, really hot. Because she fills it with green stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything glows green here.
Yeah. So
whole
you know.
town.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand that things were happening
Right.
unless they glowed green.
Then like Traci Lords builds like this.
Mail sorting thing.
Yeah, it's like a mail gun.
The one that's not bad for a woman.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like this contraption, but
There's
all
like
the
a
mail,
tea kettle attached to it. I swear to God.
Yeah, the mail all like shoots out of a mailbox. Like it's a mailbox barrel.
Yeah.
and it's like just aiming at different people's like.
Yeah. The most imprecise thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
mailboxes by design are bigger than the mail that goes in them.
Sure.
Hell, they're the boxes for the mail. And then we get Hilly, who makes a transdimensional
That's right.
teleporter.
He makes this thing part of his magic act to make things disappear and reappear. And he does it like 3 times. It was like a ball or something.
It was like a tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he says, presto changeo,
El
disappear
tomato.
this tomato. I was like, that's a slant rhyme, you lazy bitch. He is. He's a little bitch.
He is a little bitch.
Rob, I don't know what you want from me.
So he's putting on this magic show for his family, and he's like, I need a human contestant, or what does he say? I don't know.
Volunteer.
Volunteer.
Yeah. And
not a contestant.
he's like, how about you, Four Eyes?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the kid who put his finger in the little trick guillotine during his
I was waiting for that
in-class
to cut
magic
off that
show.
kid's finger.
I thought that kid was losing the ditch. Digit. not a Digimon.
Yeah, he lost all of his Digimon
He
that
did.
day. But he brings his little brother up, covers him with a cloth.
First the kid's like, no
Oh.
way, man, not me.
yeah.
I'm out. There's some real spooky hoodoo voodoo going on here. Kid's 5. He's talking like this.
Yeah, I want no part of it, bro.
No way, man.
And he brings his brother up and makes his brother disappear, and he can't make him reappear. And at first, everybody's like, all right, bring your brother back. Knock
Get
it
him
off.
out from under the table.
And we're done with this. And then he can't do it, and everybody starts freaking out. Missing kid now.
Also, they show what he's using to make things disappear.
Yeah.
And it's like it's run by like a foot pedal.
Yeah,
It's
it
like a
looks-
loom.
Yeah, it's the table
old
itself is like a
sewing
sewing
machine?
machine.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like a foot pedal, but it also has like some extra shit on it, like a little close screen.
And there's like a piano keyboard on it as
Yeah. So, but people are making gadgets and gizmos and starting to become more obsessed with this, and they're feeling the possession of this structure that Bobby is digging up. Everybody except Jimmy Smits, who has
because
a metal plate in his head.
that's right. Because he skied into a tree when he was 17.
That's right.
I really liked that for some reason.
Yeah.
Just why I don't care why he did that. Just it's enough for me that he has a metal plate in his head.
Smits. Yeah. So everybody starts becoming possessed. We get this bit where the Deputy Becca, who's married to Joe, the cheating postman,
She's watching TV.
yeah, I pulled that audio.
Great.
All right.
It-
So
it's like, what kind of show is it?
it's like a match game or
Yeah,
dating game.
yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah.
like, one of those where there are like 3 contestants.
There's a beefy guy. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a beefcake.
There's a real beefy. He kind of looks like what's his name from Children of the Corn, the sweaty Baldwin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got that vibe to him.
Yeah, he looks like a tube of sausage.
Shit, about to pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It must be heat stroke. I better call the infirmary.
Nah, calm down, Becca. Chill out. Let's not have a heart attack over this.
I'm
Okay,
just the TV
Chaz.
talking to you.
Listen, one thing you gotta get straight. You are not going crazy.
TVs don't talk.
Well, Becca, it appears that this one does, and besides, we got a lot to talk about. About Joe, for one thing, and his infidelities.
He's having an affair.
You got it. I mean, he's been putting it to that hussy down at the post office just about every lunch hour.
Every lunch
And
hour.
around quitting time, too.
Twice a
What am I
day.
gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Hey, why don't we ask our contestants? Okay, ladies, I want you to put yourself in Becca's shoes. What would you do?
Kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
So,
There you have
So
it,
funny.
Becca. It's unanimous.
You ladies are nuts.
Kill
Yeah.
him.
Kill
Kill.
him.
So she,
Which she doesn't.
well, she kind of does. She builds that machine.
Wait, is there a machine attached to the TV?
That's what I
thought
was
it
under
was
the
just-
impression that she built something that would make him, like
Because
Joe
here's
El
the
Zappo.
thing. The Tommy Knocker juice, the green energy of the knockers, is also its own sentient force.
Right.
So I don't know about rules in this universe. Anything goes, seems to be. I don't know. It's hard to tell whether she killed him or not.
I thought she did, but
I think
it
she's
does.
innocent.
But she ends up going crazy.
Full. Oh yeah.
and
like
is put into a mental institution, like rubber room, straitjacket,
like Terry Gilliam Dutch angles.
yeah.
saying the Tommyknockers rhyme. And like that's like intercut with something. I forget what. Something else is happening while she's doing that.
Is that when the fireworks are going off?
That's right, yeah. Which are also Tommyknockers, I guess.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Tommyknockers can be fireworks. They can be TVs. Tommyknockers can be mailmen.
Well, that's the fucking thing about this is like 2 hours into the movie, you're like, all right, the TV zapped them. Everybody's building machines. Green fireworks going off. Everybody's becoming possessed. What are Tommyknockers? We don't know.
You don't need to know. You'll be disappointed when you find out. Best to hold off for as long as possible.
Excuse me.
They end up being
Dying.
like they're like intergalactic. What are the
Shitheads?
Like the cat people. What are the cat people called?
Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers. They steal your energy and they get like less ugly.
Well,
Marginally less ugly.
yeah. Let's just plow through the last fucking act of this.
Fine. Yeah.
The Sheriff Merrill ends up getting attacked by her dolls and abducted by the Tommyknockers. Pete the dog.
Never send a doll to do a Tommyknockers job. That's I can't stop saying that.
Bobby's and Jimmy Smith's dog Pete gets abducted by the Tommyknockers too. That's a thing.
Every dog has his Tommy's knocked. That's what I've always helped me stop saying.
Right before he gets the dog gets abducted, though, we do have this line from Sheriff Merrill.
What the hell's the matter with him, Bobby?
I don't know. He's been acting really weird lately.
Well, he's acting like a regular Cujo.
Oh, now are we to understand? Same question.
Same question.
Yes. So, is she referencing the movie Cujo?
Right.
Or is this happening in a universe where the plot of Cujo was a nationally televised news story?
That's exactly what I wrote down. I
Even the part where I was like, same question, and you were like, same question?
yeah, every bit of it, verbatim.
Oh my God. Were you some kind of Tommyknocker?
That's right. I've been knocking my Tommy around. I
knew you weren't pure Aryan. You've got Tommyknocker blood. Oh man.
I
a lot of eggshells in this app.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I like the second theory that I figured that this was just like the Cujo thing happened in Maine. This also takes place in Maine. The story of Cujo has just become like folklore.
Sure. I mean, if the story of something that happened 2 days ago from Pet Sematary 1 to Pet Sematary 2 can become folklore.
Right.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Cujo is like
same universe, guys.
They'd be like back before this country was settled.
Yep.
A woman in her car. You know what? All right. This really frustrated me with this movie. I thought the shop was going to come into play. Did you think that?
Yeah.
Maybe it was just the green glow and I was thinking of Golden Years. Also, is that a tie to the Golden Years? A lot of green stuff, a lot of green eyes, a lot of green.
That was true. I don't know. I'll tie it to that. I don't care.
It's tenuous, baby. I bet if I'd paid more attention. I didn't.
Everybody in the town though is possessed except for Smiths. And they're just all about digging. They've like started digging in groups now. And we do the sheriff or not sheriff, the state trooper, Butch. He starts getting concerned because Merrill's missing his squeeze. And he's like, "Babe, I love you."
Who would marry a big lug like me? I would.
I'm just a lug.
Oh, that's right.
And so he sends out a couple of state troopers to the town to see what's going on, to like search for the sheriff. And
who do they run into? Honeypot, Traci Lords.
Yeah. So she doesn't have anything to fuck right now. So she's sort of on the prowl. She literally goes to the dude's gravesite and is like, "Babe, I loved you, but you dead." And
also, look at this lipstick gun I made.
Yeah, I made this lipstick gun. I'm gonna use it.
She melts a statue. That was confusing because did those guys die or did they get transported? I don't know what happens to anyone.
I think they died.
They died. Why did some people die and some people get transported?
I don't know.
Because I don't know. It's so stupid. Like Lil Davy disappears.
Yeah.
But he's not dead.
Right.
The dog disappears. He's not dead.
Yep.
Grandpa disappears. He's not dead.
Yeah.
State troopers are dead.
That
guy who shoots himself is dead.
Robert Carradine.
That's right. Yeah.
That whole fucking bit where like
That was so stupid.
Traci Lords like hits on Robert Carradine and she's like, "Listen, somebody's got to stick it to me. It might as well be you." Everybody's teeth are falling out. He looks a mess.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I made this blunderbuss gun." It shoots out laser beams. I want you to have it, and I also want you to shoot me with your laser beams.
Not as wide a spread on that one of us.
So Traci Lords, she also makes this lipstick ray gun, and she shoots the two state troopers.
That is lipstick ray gun is Ronald Reagan's something. Who cares?
But did you catch the state trooper's name?
No.
Jingles.
His name
What?
is Jingles.
What?
The part where she's like hitting on him and like sort of like, "Ooh, what a big gun you have."
Oh, right. And he's like, oh, for Christ's sake, Jingles.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You know what I liked about that was the reason they ended up on the side of the road there was because
he had to puke.
The rookie cop threw up for no reason. So it's like
Yeah, they didn't see like
he
an
just
awful crime
he got
scene.
car sick. Yeah. That really made me laugh. I love
great,
like
yeah.
genuine laughter because I think that had to be on purpose.
Yeah.
It was very good.
That's very good.
So anyway, she's like trying to seduce them into, I don't know, killing them in a few minutes instead.
Maybe.
But then she shoots them both with her lipstick gun.
Yeah.
They turn into nothing.
Yeah. They're all digging.
The whole fucking digging. Oh, well, let's not glance over. We're a little bit past this now, but there is a point where Bobby's contraption that she makes.
Yeah.
I do want to talk
she's
about
a contraptionaire.
She's a contraptionaire.
I did pull that audio too.
What from
For
Spontaneous Nation with
No,
Paul F. Tompkins?
yeah.
I don't think we could do that, Rob.
Is that a copyright infringement?
I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
I
with
mean, at this
podcasts.
point, we've infringed so much.
Yeah. So Bobby builds a contraption, and this is what happens.
So when was this done?
Last night,
Good delivery.
in my sleep.
Possible.
Well, not with my word accordion.
Okay. Well, so just to be clear, the device is it's a typewriter hooked up to like a fireplace billow.
Yeah.
That types while she sleeps. It transmits her thoughts.
Right.
Right. And it's called a word accordion.
Not with my word accordion.
I'm so inspired to do and build, but not to name things well.
Yeah.
Word accordion.
Terrible. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
It's a typewriter with an accordion attached. I call it typewriter accordion.
So okay, everybody's digging. State Trooper Butch and well, okay, at this point, Hilly, the boy, is in the hospital. He's got a tumor in his brain. Why? No reason. The grandpa has been hanging out there.
Hey, did you like the part where Grandpa was like, "I'll take him to the hospital," and his parents were like, "Okay,
Yeah.
no, you stay here. I'll take your son to the hospital."
Yeah.
Your dad's right. Let's let him take our son to the hospital.
Yeah, we don't care about this.
We'll
guys,
hang
right?
back. Yeah, we got digging to do.
But at one point, the grandpa starts talking to State Trooper Butch, and they have this little bit.
Have you ever heard of the Tommyknockers?
What?
What the fuck?
Last night and the night before, Tommyknockers, knocking at my door.
What the fuck are you talking about, Gramps?
He's doing a beat poem.
So yeah, they end up being best friends, and they're like, so Grandpa's basically like, everything in this town is going to shit. everybody's acting super weird. I think it's the Tommyknockers. I think the missing sheriff.
I have a hunch that
Yeah.
it's the Tommyknockers.
We should go investigate this. And this is one of those tropes where like somebody comes from a great distance and then dies immediately. They get into town, they roll into town, and first things first, Butch needs to get a Coke because he's been drinking soda this whole damn time.
Right?
So he goes to the machine.
Type 2 diabetes be damned. He goes to the Cool Cola machine because it's not Coca-Cola.
Right, it's Cool Cola.
And I think, is it Cool Cola?
It is.
It is,
yeah.
right? Yeah. And he sticks his hand in to get his tasty
Well,
beverage.
this is the fucking thing. Like, he puts his money in and won't. The thing, like, it's
Oh,
like
that's
a.
right, yeah.
It's like a. I don't even know how to describe it. It like has teeth. It's like holding on to the bottle. It won't let go.
Yeah.
You know. And so he reaches in and won't let go. And then he like pushes too hard and pushes the bottle back and his hand gets caught in this thing.
Yes.
And then the machine starts going haywire.
Yeah. The machine is like, it's Tommy knocked.
Yeah. It's all, babe, it's all knocked up. The soda starts exploding. It starts spitting out change and it like starts shaking.
A la Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah.
For no reason.
No reason. And he has a line. He's like, I think it's going to explode. You better run.
It's like, hey, I get the feeling this Coke machine it's going to be a fireball.
Yeah. And that's exactly what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It explodes in
It's
up in flames.
so big.
Yeah.
It's such a big flame.
But like, fucking State Trooper Butch, it just dies right there.
Right? Why? Meryl's still alive at the end of this movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think.
It sort of felt like throughout this whole thing, like the actors were like, write me the fuck out of this movie. I want out. Kill me now.
What do you mean 2 parts?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, kill me by dolls. I don't care. Blow up the soda machine. I don't care. I want out right now.
I had to turn down Remington Steel for this. One Below.
Yep.
Wow, a lot of Pierce Brosnan, James Bond references the past few episodes.
Yeah, there has been.
Yeah. I mean, Javier came through. He was loving on Cummings. This is our new segment, Loving on Cummings. Actually, we already did that when we talked about the mill.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
that was Loving on Cummings.
That was and then the grandpa, he like finds everybody digging around in the woods, and they're like, "Oh, well, your grandson, the missing one, is right through these shed doors. Come right in."
Yeah.
And then he gets all Tommy knocked up.
Yeah, they put him in some like
Some rock candy.
Yeah, I was gonna say some sugar glass.
Yeah.
Also, while this is happening, we're harvesting them so that we can use their casings to sweeten our coffees at a fancy coffee shop. While all of this is happening, Jimmy Smits,
Yep.
he's been captured by the Tommy knocked townsfolk.
Yeah.
Is this whole movie a Townie Profile?
Yeah, it's a town full of townies.
Yeah. And then they lose their teeth.
Yeah. Do you want to do Townie Profile?
Yeah, we probably should have done it instead of the instead of
an
Pet
episode.
Sematary. Yeah.
All right.
Here comes Big Bad Bear.
I wonder how much they'd pay for it up to college.
Broad, booze, baseball.
That's just about the finest smell in the world. Except maybe for pussy.
They don't cotton the outsiders, and they probably won't have a phone there either.
Loony, loony, loony. What is it that you want, Ernie? I want some Rango.
Last town report said you were in arrears in your taxes, Andy.
They're not retarded. They're disturbed.
Guess I'll never be lucky. Hell, I ain't married anyone.
This is so
Only-
fucking long.
Only 20 more seconds.
Oh my god. Did you add more?
Do it for money.
Don't be coy.
She does it because she likes it.
Photographs of teddy bears. Lying in coffins.
The sweet children of Gatlin have chained the door.
Bingo.
Fuck.
And it
When's
just
it gonna end?
it'll end next year.
Hey, we didn't even congratulate us on not doing a Talking Heads intro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, speaking of things that went on too long. And we'll talk about where Slimer was in a minute.
Just so everybody knows too, I'm working on a video of the Townie Profile.
Oh, thank God.
So I'll enjoy that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a town full of townies.
That's right.
The end.
Everyone's a townie. That's it. And we'll leave that open till the end of the episode.
Yeah,
so that
we're gonna spend the rest of the episode in Townie Profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Effectively, there will be segments within segments. Try to keep up. Write it down if you must.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There is
Smits
that-
has been kidnapped.
But wait, but right before that, we get that scene where he's drinking in the bar with Robert Carradine.
Oh right.
And they have like, it's like the most bullshit exchange.
It's a man peer pressuring another man.
Yeah, the guy, Robert Carradine's like, why don't you come over and have a drink? You look like a vodka tonic man. Hold the tonic, am I right?
Which he is.
And then
he's a gin and tonic. Right?
Yeah.
So
They get all boozed up, and then they have this little bit, which we talked about at the top of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot a pickle. Shoot a pickle.
Shoot a pickle.
What the fuck does that mean?
Shoot a pickle. And they're both like he says it, and then Smits is like, oh yeah, shoot a pickle. I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's like,
not though. He's just like he understands.
Yeah,
as if they're linked by Tommyknocker consciousness. I can never remember.
Conscious.
I always mix up conscience and conscious, so I had to really slow down and work through it.
Okay, so then all right, Smith gets like abducted by them, and they're like, we're all becoming. You're not. So Traci Lords is like, we should kill him. And Bobby's like, no, I love him. We're not going to do that yet. He'll come around. And then he yanks out one of his teeth. And he's like, it's starting, babe. But it's all a trick.
You could have just put on some circles under his eyes.
Yeah.
Just put bags under his eyes.
Maybe like a black bean, right? Something there.
Yeah, he could have done that. Oh, how I wish he would have. But yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it a big way. And he's like, you know what I'm thinking? She's like, you want to make love?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Oh, okay.
No. So
they start like doing some light groping, and then he starts peeling the skin off her back because she's falling apart.
Yeah.
She's like The effects of Tommyknockers are not unlike the effects of Crocodile. The party drug.
That's right.
Yeah. People are just rotting away. Their teeth are falling out.
Yeah,
They're
it's
in
real gross.
bad shape.
But so Bobby thinks that Jimmy Smith is like starting to fall into line. And then they go out, the two of them dig up a elevator to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like the last 20 minutes of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Right? So they go down into the UFO and they're like, oh, it's an alien ship. Got it. And there's all these dead rubber aliens laying around.
A lot. Yeah. I can't imagine what the rubber alien budget must have been on this movie. It must have been in the tens of dollars.
And they're like, oh, they're all dead. Then wait, what's been controlling everybody this whole time? And we find out one of them's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And
more than one, though. Eventually
more than
because
one.
they're sucking juice out of people.
That's right.
And
then there's like a little fight between Jim and Bobby, and Jim gets mad at Bobby. He's like, "How could you do that to Pete? He trusted you, the dog."
Yeah. They are like as upset about Pete as I want them to be.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Usually animals are killed willy-nilly in these movies. But no, special attention.
William
Nilliam. Famous character actor. He very understated.
So there's 15 minutes left, and then they tell us what's going on. Mm-hmm. Oh, they're using these people as juice to power, to absorb back into them, so they could come back to life, and then also to control their ship to get they want to skedaddle out of there. The final fight scene with Jimmy Smits with a glass Candy Rock axe.
Oh my god!
And that alien, it lasts for 30 seconds,
and then he just
lops off his head.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
What first blow is a kill.
Yeah,
it happens very quickly.
But it snaps Bobby out of it, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then little
Still
Davy.
missing her teeth, though.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get those back.
Jimmy Smits at one point, he does have a line. He's like, I'm going to be the only one who doesn't need to get dental work done after this is all over. Which I like that, too.
I admire his optimism and the quip.
Yeah.
So, Davy's free.
Yep, they find the little boy, Davy, and they're about to, like, go, and Smits is like, no, you go ahead. I'll be right behind you. I just want to finish up here. And he
You know what they could have done since all the aliens were dead?
What's that?
He could have run around with an axe and cut all of their fucking heads off.
It's true.
They were just laying there. In fact, there's one alien that's like locked into the cockpit of the ship.
Yeah.
Which is sort of like a Running Man type. It's not encased in a gyroscope like the Running Man thing.
Lawnmower Man.
Oh, fuck me. I always do it.
Yeah.
Conscience, Running Man, Lawnmower Man. Lawnmower Man. I meant to say Lawnmower Man only the second time. Just kidding. The whole time. There's an alien is locked into like this thing that's supposed to control the ship. And rather than cut its head off or like chop it into pieces, while it's splayed out, like it's drawn and quartered for him.
Yep.
It's drawn, and then all he has to do is quarter it. He just rips it off and throws it toward the camera so you can really see how fake it is.
Yeah, it looks like it weighs like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those like shitty like
you can
rubber...
buy it at like a party store.
Yeah, but it looks like one of those like little rubber toys that you would get like for 50 cents at like a Hallmark store or something, where it's like a bendy man. You know?
Yep.
Like it's just like it's splayed out completely, and then when he picks it up and throws it, it stays in that like splayed out form. But he climbs into the machine, straps on the headgear,
and then it drills into his brain. He's like, ha ha, he kind of likes it.
And so while that's happening, Bobby and the little boy are up top. Are
Hey, welcome to Bobby and the little boy.
Hi there, Bobby.
I thought you were gonna say, "Hi there, little boy."
That would have been better.
Classic misdirection.
Yeah. So all the townspeople though are still infected with all this shit.
Yeah.
And they're freaking out, and they're like, "No, you can't take this away from us," and whatever. And there's a rumbling, and the spaceship takes off with Smits driving. And
he flies it into the sky. Oh, first though, when some of the other aliens come back to life at a certain point, and they like run into the control room where he's strapped onto like this table thing, and he looks at one of them and just makes it explode with his brain.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why not? At this point, he gets
who
like
gives a shit,
he
right?
gets temporary Tommyknocker powers. It's like when you take bath salts and you eat someone's face off. It's a temporary strength.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like Traci Lords becomes the leader of the group.
No, is it Traci Lords?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is Traci Lords.
She tries to kill Bobby with an axe. And then like the grandpa is encased in all this rock candy shit, and he sticks his geriatric arthritic hand through and chokes her out.
He is too weak to do that.
Yeah.
Already, like that's what we're to understand. They're in the cases they're in are made of wood and regular glass,
Right.
Because everything is just like sort of jerry rigged.
Right.
It's like, but yeah, he kills her just by like putting a hand on her neck.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Then the ship flies up into the sky, and Jimmy Smits
he blows it up.
He just makes it explode.
Yeah, he sacrifices himself for the good of the town and blows up that ship.
And only the town. The stakes aren't that high because those aliens are just trying to leave.
Yeah.
Maybe
do it.
Maybe, yeah. I don't
know. And that's like, and Bobby's like, no.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Smits.
You feel like she auditioned with that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really like the end. She
walks off with the dog, right?
She walks off with the dog and Smits's voiceover.
Oh, him reading his fucking
After
poem.
all these doubts and all these fears, after all these questions without answers and dreams without substance, I journeyed home. One more mile. Just one last mile.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's powerful stuff.
I was texting while I was reading that.
And that's that's the Tommyknockers.
That's where it
That's
ends.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's too long, man.
It's so they could have cut this down to a normal movie length.
I know. I mean, 3 hours, you think they'd find one moment for a Slimer, at least.
Oh.
This is yeah. It's where was Slimer? Slimer wasn't in this movie, and neither was his niece. This has been Where Was Slimer. Short one this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. There was a lot of green in the movie too.
Open it back up.
Yeah.
You can't tease me with the green and then not give me the Slimer.
Double tap that one.
Yeah. A little subwoof.
All right, so segments. First kill. Joe the postman touches the TV, dead zoned.
Is that the first kill?
It is. It's like
Wow.
2 hours into the fucking movie.
Are you quite certain?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right?
Wow, really took their time getting there.
All right, so let's get into.
Oh, that hurts my parts.
Oh,
baby.
my parts. Oh, that hurts my Tommy knocker.
What hurt your parts the most?
I don't know. It's all so bad. Honestly, I know I harp on kid actors a lot. It's pretty unfair. It's bullying, effectively. I'm much older and bigger and smarter and stronger and cooler. I can buy beer and they can.
It's
I can
true.
Vote.
All that's true.
I can rent a car now. My birthday came and went.
Hey.
That kid actor, I couldn't stand him. I hate that they gave him the line, I don't know where things go when they aren't here, twice.
Jesus.
It was insufferable. So that's, I mean, I don't know if that's my least favorite, but it's certainly way up there. And Jesus Christ.
Some interference.
Rob, that's so menacing what you just did.
What?
The dog barks.
Yeah.
And then you pick up the remote for the shock collar. And
Oh, no, I didn't shock him.
Oh, what is that?
It's just a beep.
Oh, okay.
I didn't zap him.
All right. Okay.
No, yeah. You
I thought it was a shot. I thought you just like dead, no expression on your face. We're just like,
No. I don't shock him.
Tisk pooch.
I think the ending really hurt my parts. The aliens, the climax of the movie, the rubber doll that he throws. Just all silliness. And
leave the monster in the shadows, baby.
Like fucking, it's 3 hours long, and you get to the fucking point in the last 15 minutes. That's when we see anything. I hate it.
Could have been like some ancient evil.
Yeah,
ancient goblins, whatever.
Let's do shining moments.
Daddy! Probably him falling out the window.
That was good.
Really,
God hates a coward.
God hates a coward.
I have that and the word accordion. I'm really
word accordion got me good.
Yeah.
I feel like God Hates a Coward might be the best comedic beat we've seen in one of these movies so far.
It really, I think it might be. I think you're right.
It's like it's not like a jokey joke. Like so much of the humor is like jokey jokes.
Right.
But to have it like that line for some reason, it's so arrogant and perfect and stupid and
it's great.
Really, really good stuff. Stephen King finally hit his comedic stride in 1995.
And that's all right. The tropes.
In the book I'm working on now, there's a spooky monster.
Let's talk about some King tropes.
Fuck off!
Oh, you're beeping that dog. Just kidding. That's a phone.
God damn it!
I'll vamp.
And the dog freaks out.
Well, I gotta watch a movie for the podcast. I gotta watch a movie. Yes, it's true. I gotta watch a movie by Sunday, and it's Sunday. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I should have watched the movie a little sooner. I should have screened the movie on my free time. But I didn't. Now I'm panicking because I gotta get to Rob's by 11 o'clock. That's my song about how I watch all of these movies. I feel like the dog's howling in the background. Kind of lended to the spirit of things nicely.
Hell.
King tropes?
Tropes.
All right.
Main. Group all becoming one. That was something that came up in the Corn Kids too.
Yeah. And Corn Kids.
Yeah, Corn Kids is one.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh wow, a lot of background interference.
Yeah.
Special guest, a voicemail on a house phone. You've been out of the spotlight for a while.
Guy traveling a long distance just to die.
Death by soda.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one. Although this time it was exploding soda.
Yeah. What else?
Glowing green eyes.
Glowing green, sure.
Golden youth. It's a bit of a stretch, but oh, mine's better.
Love it.
Justified murder of like a abusive spouse.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
We do that.
That happens a lot, I feel like.
It does.
Or like abusive male figure.
Alcoholic writers.
Alcoholic writers.
Yeah.
Now sober writers.
Now sober.
Yeah. I
don't
know.
I think that's kind of it, right?
Yeah. It's weird. This is another addiction movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. I kind of like it.
Oh.
I like that about it. I feel like it kind of loses the thread again once the aliens and the axe fights.
Yeah. No, I think he even says that at one point, like, because Bobby's becoming like so obsessed. And
he's like, oh, I know. Yeah, she's like,
I could stop whenever I want.
And he's like, don't fucking do it. I fell out a window. I walked clean out like it was a door.
Yeah.
You don't get to tell me that. I was a little mad at that moment because I was like, that was fine. I get it. You didn't have to say it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be a miniseries from 1993 if they didn't beat you over the head with everything.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
You want to do IMDb?
Yay.
IMDb, where we compare our opinion of the movie against the average user score on imdb.com. How many people do you think voted for this one? Are you looking at it?
I am
Son of a
looking.
bitch. All right. 8,216 people voted. They rated the Tommyknockers. Wow, really shitting the bed on this one, huh? Average score, 5.4 out of 10 stars. What do you think?
I think that's pretty on the nose. I think I'm right there with it.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't give it more.
No.
5 to 5.4. Let's split the difference. I'll give it a 5.2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's right about there.
It's
there were some funny parts like where I legitimately laughed, and I don't know. There's some silliness.
and some parts where I laughed derisively.
Yeah. True. Yeah, it's long as fuck.
It's real long. No one's trying as hard. We have a rule that if one person tries really hard, it's gonna be enjoyable.
Nobody's trying super hard.
No, there's no one person swinging for the fences here.
No.
I would say that the thing that tried the hardest, like acting wise, was probably that Coke machine that put the most work in.
I feel like Traci Lords put the most work in.
She probably worked with an acting coach.
She had the most to prove.
She sure did, and she didn't.
Yeah,
she didn't prove any of it.
No, she didn't.
They just had her play a porn star,
a sex pot.
Yeah, like a character from a porn who walked out of the screen, a la the with Purple Rose of Cairo.
Oh yeah,
is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I got there.
Yeah. No, she is playing like a porn character that doesn't like that we don't see. Fuck.
Like so horny all the time.
Like for the horny post mistress or whatever.
That old stereotype.
Yeah.
It's a Jungian archetype.
And that's it. I think that's the Tommyknockers, right?
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God that's the Tommyknockers.
So
let's I forgot to beg up top for everyone to rate and review the show.
You can
close up Townie Profile.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
We gotta get out of here
before
we start talking shop. Oh boy.
Here comes Big Ben.
All right, that's
Thank
fine.
you. That's plenty of that. So if you're enjoying the show, you can rate and review us on iTunes. Now, what does it mean to rate and review us on iTunes? I'll tell you. If you have it on your phone, on your iPhone, you open up your podcast app, you go to the show page, it's right there. It's right there.
It's right there. Also, guys, it's the more ratings and reviews that we get,
Yes.
the more people will be able to find the show.
And the less we'll feel like we have wasted our lives.
Yeah.
We're measuring with coffee spoons, people. It's T.S. Eliot. So do that.
It'd be super cool. Guys.
Yeah, and we really, really enjoy the reviews we get that are written as Stephen King. That's fun for us because I feel like he'd have a lot to say about this show.
Yeah.
And it's up to you guys to do it because he's not gonna.
Right.
He's never gonna find out about this, God willing.
So rate 5 stars and review us as Stephen King, and we'll read it on the podcast.
Please. Also, reviews especially help.
Yeah.
To help people to find the show.
Yeah.
So keep it up, gang. Got some nice ones recently.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to follow us on Twitter, we're at KingMePod. We also have a Facebook page. If you search King Me Pod, I think it comes up because that's like the handle of the Facebook page, as it were. You can email us with any questions, comments, concerns, fan art. Thank you, Susan. She sent us that map. I don't think we talked about the map.
Oh, no. Yeah.
She sent us a map of like all the fictional Stephen King towns throughout the country. Also, a lot of info about an It tour that you can take through Maine, which I don't know. I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive.
Right.
It's something to consider moving
seems
forward.
doable.
Maybe we make a Patreon page and have people fund our
trip
trip to It Town. I saw a picture. There's like a clown statue popping up from behind a bush.
Love it.
It's very good. So that's kingmepod@gmail.com if you have any questions, concerns, just want to say hi.
Yeah.
We like to talk. We like to talk to you.
Yeah.
Next week we got Needful Things, right?
Yes.
With Brock Wilbur.
That's right.
Schedule permitting. So that's fun. Brock's very funny. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. And
that'll do it.
Oh wow. Cool.
Yeah.
This is
So
a very cordial dismount.
Yeah.
Well,
so until next week, guys.
I'm Dan Gagliardi.
I'm Rob Avon.
And we are
Stephen King.
Under the October